What's popping? I'm gonna do a quick recap of Super Fight and the Kings versus Queens Part 2 card this past weekend. I know I'm a little late. Gotta forgive me, had a lot going on. I've been meaning to recap this. Mainly because I'm upset at some of y'all. Some of y'all, there are some bodies this past weekend, and some of y'all just trying to hide the dead bodies. Like, why are y'all afraid to say people died? I don't get it. Like, what is people's definition of a body? Because that shit has changed. But to me, if you get smoked all 3 rounds, whether you spit your round, whether you had a good round, whether you choked your rounds, if you get smoked all 3 rounds, you died. Stop playing with me. So here we are on the super card. You got Mike P versus Real Sick. I gave that one to Real Sick 2-1. But Mike P almost died up there. If it wasn't for that 3rd round, he would have died. That 3rd round, I edged it to him. He saved himself. But Real Sick was bombing on him for 3 rounds, like I knew he would. Kid Chaos, he died. He died. Y'all need to stop that. Danny Myers smoked all Kid Chaos's long, drawn-out setup rounds. Just because you have a 5, 6, 7-minute round don't mean you won that round either. Shit. Who else was up there? B-Dot versus Shotgun Suge. Man, B-Dot Gentleman 30 Suge, which I knew that was going to happen. That was a really good Suge, though. So I ain't going to say he died, but he lost all those rounds. Who else is up there? I think there's one more battle up there. I can't even remember the battle. Oh, fuck it. Kings versus Queens 2. We got JC versus First Lady Flames. She died. First Lady Flames died. She had 3 good rounds, and those 3 good rounds got smoked by 3 way better rounds. Okay? She died. Nobody expected anything different. She did really good, but that is JC at the end of the day. JC is one of those, don't battle him. He's in that category. Then you got Loso versus Vixen. This is the one that's really irking me. She died. She died. It wasn't close in round 1. It wasn't close in round 2. She had a good, really good round 3, but his angle was too heavy. His angles was too heavy. He showed that he raps way better than her. And that was just that. She got cleaned up. Everybody know that Averb died, though. That's hilarious. Coffee. Shit. She surprised the shit out of me. That's a debatable ass battle. And I kind of leaning it towards her way. Only because all that shit that T-Top was saying, it was really good. It was really potent. But I don't think there's anybody out there that can say they didn't expect him to say that shit. It was definitely expected. So it's like you kind of treading that fine line. Like, okay, that was some good ass material. But it's not like he did T-Top. He did what we used to. We expected that shit. We knew he was going to angle about all that shit. You know, Coffee's really, really controversial. She had a lot of controversy. Now, one of the good things about all of this shit with her is there's really no footage of all this shit going on with her. It's a lot of hearsay with her. Like the whole KCJ incident when they said she choked and then they had to reshoot it. We didn't get to see it. The only thing we got to see is her smoking KCJ, who allegedly, let her redo her round. Well, I don't want to say allegedly, but it's like, it's been pretty much proven that she let her reshoot the round. But it's like, whose fault is that? And it's like, we didn't get to see that. You should have, So it's like it doesn't have the same effect as you seeing that play out. If you seeing Coffee choke, you didn't see Coffee choke. You seen the footage of she was wilding on KCJ. The whole thing with her and the paperwork and the girls and all of that, blase, blase, blah. Like, that's hearsay shit. That shit don't really hit for me as hard unless, you see it or it's some type of admission or something. So she's playing her cards pretty right. And the whole, her ducking A-War, her ducking this person, ducking that person, you never really get to see it. So Aver, I don't know what the fuck Aver was talking about up there. Once again, that nigga be like on a whole nother planet for way too long. And then your rounds are like super duper short. I had actually had Aver winning this battle beforehand. Cause I know he's way more lyrical than Miss Hustle is. I know he can rap better than her. But he just don't be talking about shit that anybody wants to hear. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Like, and then it's mad short and it ends like so abruptly. So she kindly bodied him. He probably need to retire. I ain't gonna hold you. Then you got Tayrock. I don't know what the fuck he's on either, but it's like, if you've never seen Tayrock with the crowd and you just seen him in this like caffeine shit the last couple battles, you would be wondering why the fuck is he the face of any battle rap anything. Like he has not been that good to me. He was really good versus Daylight. He still got cleared that battle. The Mook battle, Mook bodied him. He wasn't terrible. And then he battled Aver. He was whack, but he still won. And like he came kind of with that same energy for this battle. He was kind of whack. Like his first round was cool. Official's first round, yeah. So, you could edge him that round. His second round was kind of like whatever. And she kind of turned up in that round. And then his third was just terrible. Like, if you're going to do jokes throughout a whole entire round, I mean, you're not that type of person, first of all. Like, nobody looks to you to be funny. For one. And then to do that shit for an entire round, that's very risky. There's only a select few people in battle rap that can do that and win the round. And then it wasn't even like, even then, you're going to expect some like bars to go with it. Like for me, that would be my preference. I don't want you to just do jokes an entire round. And then some of the stuff that he was saying was directly pulled from other people. The whole DNA tooth line, the old solo impersonation that Hustle did. 40 did the DNA tooth. I'm like, what is he doing? And it's like, Official was, she was all right, but she wasn't crazy. It wasn't the cock the Desi Jazz. You could stop already. It wasn't that Official. It wasn't the Official that went up against Misfit. It wasn't the craziest Official. It was good, but it was like, I was thinking after she spit her third, I'm just thinking like, oh, Tayrock gonna get this third. It's wide open. Tayrock gonna get this. It was an all right round. I'm like, a good Tayrock can beat this round. And I think everybody would like agree with that. But then he just came up with this like corny ass. It wasn't even a high school level roasted. It was like middle school, fifth grade level. So I'm just like, dude, did Surf approve that round? The Lady Caution approved that round. Who was around you that approved that shit? That shit was just not it. I don't know. I think Tayrock need to take a break and Averb need to look into retirement. Like I said, Vixen died. Don't worry about it. She'll be all right. Shit, the fuck is wrong with y'all? Give this man his credit. He bodied the female champion of the year, whatever. I think everybody expected JC to do what he did to Flames, but Flames is really good. So, I mean, it's not going to affect their stock too much that they died on this card, but give the people their credit. And Kid Chaos, I hope that just humbled him, you know, for the super fight. Because he's one of them people, like, you can be good, but it's always really bad to think you're, like, way better and way more effective than what you really are. Like, some of that long, drawn-out shit, it's not resonating. Like, you have this long, drawn-out setup, and then, like, the punch is not that heavy or it's too far in between. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the recap for this weekend. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. I'm out.